Something we usually touch on, but it's a concern that actually Crew start on the defense here, because we were just talking about this in between games here. That's placed deep in towards Rabbit, even as soon as actually they deal with it. I think Jazzy almost considering the possibility and actually perfect, using the TP to dip away from that pinch play.
Such diligence using the chamber like that. Mel, lovely consideration, and there's the pinch. Crew not going to let it up though. They still had that consideration of what would come afterwards. Bob's found space, but found the wrong end of the gun there. Konsu going to take down Bob, and everything looking good, everything looking peachy for Crew. This is great stuff. Cloud9 struggling to find a way in, find that footing to go forward, and Konsu now needs to play the life and does eventually get found. Cross being watched. Kinnear going to do well, does not need to overextend though. Can play patiently, wait for the support, gets a little ahead of the smoke. No, okay. Slows down the roll and they want another pick, and they need maybe two here. And that's what they're eyeing up. Not going to happen. Kalita going to find it, and Alexis has to face the music. Beautiful start for Crew.
Take mid here, especially with Rommy's deep position towards sandbags. So even if C9 might get in here, find this plant, Crew have the contingencies in place. You might even see the follow through A lobby, which we do. Immediately this pressure going to be applied. Katsumi.
Look at the pinch. Through Garage, 3 players on the other side. I really like this. That was a really nice idea. Hold on, maybe make some more danger come through in a bit of a swing around about. Both sides flipping the script a little here. And Jazzy hitting a big shot. Needs another, may not get it here. Has to find it, not going to happen, and now no one's really on the spike. They got to get back there. They got to get back there and fast. And going to get it towards halfway, I believe. Paint Shell comes in, and Jazzy just putting damage down. And Mel's been waiting this whole time, patiently waiting. Does she get away with it? Oh, it's not the player she would have wanted. Crew keep 2. They get the defuse, and they get 2 on the board.
Slow things down. Actually, Aftershock as well. Right away, C9 White looking to get back through. The TP available for Conir, lands the first shot. That's just not safe TP.
No, it's not, but the paranoia just a centimeter off target to catch them on that. They could have maybe sprungboard towards it, but no. Note the other side of the map, though. Keep in mind, Romy has now pushed down towards A-Long. Bob is threading the needle well. Finds Kalita, does the not expect the follow-up from Romy, who'd already pushed down A-Long.
Position very deep towards Beamy, and actually Conir going to find one.
Yeah, beautifully considered, very well done. Noting the aggression, but not noting that Alexis bails him out with 2, bringing it back down to an even affair here. But again, it's that Guardian in play. It's so unaware. Katsumi.
Be dealt with regardless.
Well, Judge is ready to go. Perfect place for it. Perfect timing for it. That's 2. Kalita cuts down Cloud9 White, and that's rifles now on the ground. These are recoverable as well. This was a gamble, though. It does have a downside, not able to control that A-Long push-up, so they will be surrounded. But Kalita still going to find the timing, get the rifle, get the upgrade, and get the hell out of danger, but still they've got to be aware. They had no long control. A little tunnel vision there, and now problems start to mount. Cloud9 White taking over the site, and Alexis and Jazzykins, perfect unison, making this dangerous. Feeling a little unsafe as to where to sit. Not going to sit towards Graffiti or the Cubby. You've got Romy now taking that room, building up unawares, and the crossfire going to get broken down. That's Alexis got it now. Jazzy in the 1v2. Finds the first and looks for the follow-up. Still the paint shell to play if they want it. The time ticking in their side. But there's going to be a push off of the spike potentially. Can't sit that no more. 50 seconds in the clutch for Jazzy. Beautiful.
Actually, the Kalita has the Rolling Thunder, a huge tool now to employ from long onto site.
And here comes that pinch coming in. You can see all that pressure. Romy is there, flies on through, sends it, gets it. Jazzy gone down, but the trade comes in. Bob finds it right on back, and Romy almost behind him. He line still needs to clear these players out of position. And Bob is the immovable, still standing, takes down Beige. And Romy, where has that just come from? The 1v1, and Bob too cold with it. Steps into it. Bob, no respect. He does get punished for that. Push towards CT with a one-way, still being kept somewhat safe. But the threat sign amount a little. Romy gone down this time, and now the final 3, 2 potentially noted and 1 to be considered in CT. If they can exit with these weapons, that would be ideal. Katsumi left on guard duty. Does eventually go down. Trade comes out. And Kalita, nothing to do but die.
I think initially here you can see.
And Mel going to work off the back of the boombot as well. Give away 1, the second is there, Mel. Stunning work. That's now the side looking very vulnerable. It's all theirs. Coming in early, but the counter being perfect. Coming out from C9 White.
The curve.
Crunching.
Ahead of this audible from C9 White.
Yep. Should at least
Perfect fault line as well.
Yeah, able to get the players in the right place. But by now they have to respect that the site is 1. But look at the aggression from Mel coming out as well. Over claiming territory, gonna push right on through, and you can see as to why. Full faith in the utility set into motion, it's all theirs. The B site and the connector towards A is secured. Romy on the flank though, punishing Bob this time. There's still a chance of this pressure. It's such a long way back by the time they'd get there, and look at the way C9 are posturing. They're still willing to challenge it.
Hang on, that brings it to a 2-3 for C9. White Jazzykin's gonna cancel out that advantage immediately against the operator as retaking onto B site. Probably the hardest to try and find an entry back through with, but Connor actually swapping out to the rifle, and it pays dividends.
Katsumi, have you been noted? Have you been considered? That's the first and the second! So sharp! But this time warded away, so early damage done, and there's the response. Greater damage achieved from Mel there, taking down Kinnear, the opposing number. Curious. What happens to the cat, and the smoke drops, and actually it's Romy to come out the better of that. Mel gonna get quickly caught up by it. The 4v4, but again, no rifle to be recovered.
Away, though. Look at the minimap. Konsu's backed away to try and find a safer angle to play from.
Oh, this is such a it's such a good fake. Even if it's not a fake, you have to pay mind to what Bob's about to do. You still have to put a player towards it. Maybe Bob's going to back away from this, and Katsumi read it like a book. Pages left open, and Konsu goes down. The site's all theirs. With 13 seconds, yes, it's a little dangerous, but it's fine.
10 seconds
Taking down that one player they know Konsu has been playing on that site. They know what they've done. They've got the plant, and they're safe.
Picture perfect from C9 White.
Now, Jazzy might get contact on this. Could be a little bit in danger because of that. Just low HP. Yeah, Bashed. First one to fall. Jazzy, 5 HP. Apparently more than enough. Bob there in support. And it's looking quite clean. I need to see a timeout now from Crew.
Yeah, and that's it. You can see Romy
Yep.
relaying that information now, but Bob almost catching her off guard.
Big
Romy
shot.
still wins it.
Big shot there coming in, but the pressure on towards the site's already mounting, but they already know what's coming their way. Konsu with a big double. Finds Jazzy, gets Alexis down, and brings us back to maybe somewhere they can fight from. A 2v2 with a post plant, but Katsumi and Mel still standing. We had to make the seconds count clear, close. They're going to get it at least towards half now. And the TP taken, they ain't stopping. No fear shown, and the paranoia actually catching. And that is where the issues really stopped any of that pressure coming back through. The paranoia just clipping. Surely the timing window could be devastating, actually, if she gets it right. Yeah, she does. Kinnear's gone down, and now there's a problem. Mel behind them, behind the wire, and Mel closing in now. Don't do it to him. Just get the job done. And still there is that unknown quantity of that one player on the flank. But Mel on the site is just completely unfazed, and Romy is a day late to the party.
Oh, maybe found a point of weakness there. I mean, forcing the issue here. Konsu with a stinger in hand, actually going exploring, rewarded for it, but three staring down the smoke behind that. No pressure coming onto site just yet. Mel might even catch the retreat.
Nice.
Romy sharp to it though.
Much better. Now let's give them a chance. There's no threat in the back lines, no more dagger in the back, no more knife looming above their head. The flash gets turned, and Jazzy still fine, does get noted, tries to get out of danger, and does just that. The post plant still going to be hard work. Now, we saw last time there is no fear on these players. They're going to sit the defuse, and finally the trade comes out. It's still going well for Crew. And now it's Katsumi in a 1v3, half achieved and overwhelmed and overrun. It ain't over yet. It's 4 rounds.
On that first half performance.
Well, one of the players will be Katsumi, who's been stellar and seems to want to keep that reputation looking good. Alexis is going to take most of the attention there and overwhelmed in the end, but Bob makes appearance towards the back of the site and still seals. Ooh, I thought he was about to seal 2 more there, but no, it's just going to be a bloodied brawl. See if that patience can hold. And Katsumi,
big paranoia.
That was perfect. It's just slowed everything down and even isolated Bashed. Alexis will claim it, but the job's done. They've instantly hindered that pressure that was coming towards C-Long.
Numbers advantage here, happy to rely on their retake. Bob actually lining up for a reveal here.
Their retakes that I saw before leading into this tournament were out of this world.
So well rehearsed.
Percentage-wise, it is choreographed. So I'll be very interested to see how this looks now going in.
Big
Already
reveal.
Big info. That's huge, but can they build off the back of it? They need to get towards the site here and flying on in. Jazzy, life on the line. The trade could be coming in. There it is. Mel, Katsumi, Alexis, all in unison, leaving Romy the last one alive. 1v4, defuse started, smoke in place, and 2 out of nowhere.
Back.
And the paint shell back into play. Going to do some chip damage, force Katsumi into a bad scenario. One more bullet to play with, and sweating them on the other side, but plenty of time for the defuse, but it got dangerous. Okay, off the back of the Prowler gets dealt with quite quickly. So Mel knows they've made progress up a long, takes a swing and gets punished for it. Romy, good work. That's first in.
Actually, Bob repositioning back towards heaven.
Still waiting.
Look for this reveal. Clip it, that's the reveal. Bob actually rewarded for it as well, but Romy's found another 2. Jazzy and Katsumi will fall.
Yeah, this is good work, but again, we're talking about keeping this clean. They have the 4 rifles still standing. They do not want to lose a single other one.
Problem being, though, in this post plant, it's going to be very difficult to find value. He's actually very close and actually giving one away.
And that could be a rifle to be picked up. If they ever find a way to get a little bit more safety towards it, that could be a rifle back in the hand. And Khalita looking like want to play towards Graffiti. Going to tuck in the corner.
Connor just caught sleeping. And the rifle retrieved here.
And there it is. This is where it all could fall to pieces. You got to look at that player in towards the corner. Khalita here, tucked on the corner, has to pay off, and it does. Takes away Alexis from this, and Bob now on the chopping block, dealt with, but it's costly. It's not as clean as I'd like, but they get across the line.
Yeah, Mel and Bob didn't progress down long, but this time Mel's hanging around with the operator.
Yeah, it's sticking here, trying to maybe bail Bob out, but
Reveal
Bob can't
both.
get out of danger. Yeah, Bob is stuck to this one. Any damage that she can do? How is Bob alive?
What was that?
I do not know how she is still alive. Katsumi trying to slow down the roll, and actually the counter quite nice here. Katsumi's still fine. One slipping through towards the side, and actually Kanea's got to be careful. And does Katsumi consider it? Maybe thinking about it. Damage achieved. Standing and fighting. Katsumi sprays it into the dark and claims 2. Alexis expecting the pressure through from Garage. They're sewing this one up. Beige, lovely shot. Needs 4 more of those.
Oh my god.
Taking walks around the map, finding backline pressure like they're doing. And maybe crew are aware, but they're just not equipped. Just going to be those sheriffs and odds and ends and bits and pieces. And it's just a massacre again. 3 bodies littered on the floor. Spike now down. And this is looking brutal. And only the Ghost and Sheriff to take the stand. And the poor of utility.
So much utility.
Look at it. Just raining in. And Romy, it felt inevitable, and it's clean, and it's 12. Somewhat commit. Yes, they can leave maybe Kinnear to keep a consideration towards that. Keep that in mind for a little while, but it's going to be Mel very much alone. How long do you stick around here? Going to be found by the Prowler, and eventually will concede the site. Oh, actually, Alexis is stuck around, right out of the air. Mel's there too, and it is a shot down and a shot out. You've even got the ult coming as well. Jazzy Kins with a double. It's 13-5. Cloud9 White proving exactly why they are the team to beat.
Another round where Robbie, just got to mention, just plucked from the air once again, just getting no success here after a very, very strong first half for C9 White, barely breaking a sweat. Once they found their groove once again, we saw the same trend on Ascent. Actually, looking at the scoreboard, a real testament here to Romi's performance. Yes. Desperately trying to put Crew in a position to succeed here on Haven. But the team unit, that core from C9 White, just excelling here in their opening game in Berlin.
Yeah, fantastic look coming out from C9 White, proving the Lanimals are here. They are very solid. Some of those same looks we've seen online coming through here into this offline environment, in front of the crowd, different setups, still looking solid. And again, Crew coming out of their region, we did consider them a very strong team.
Yeah.
And honestly, some of the previous roads leading into this, they had cleaner games against some of the other North American teams, leading into this tournament.
Yeah,
so
2 teams that are revered in terms of their track records.
Absolutely.
But like I said, this is a statement to make for C9 White to come out against. In my eyes, this is probably one of the best opening matches we could have had.
Absolutely.
In terms of the potential for upsets. This could alter the entire course, but it's business as usual for C9 White.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. They should be very proud of this first real debut on the stage here. Looking solid as a rock, so fantastic look from them. For Crew, though, I mean, it's not all over just yet. There is still more to come. You probably had the hardest game to start with.
Absolutely.
I don't think anyone envied that position.
And there were positives to take away. Like I said, there were glimmers of hope that if Crew were able to build behind that, the recovery factor from C9 White is ultimately what removed that possibility in my eyes.